What's up, people? I'm Chibuzo Wachuku. I'd appreciate you liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I suppose you already know that a lot of people, especially people of Black areas and homeless people, have lost resources to migrants. Now, I will talk to you about New York City residents complaining about a local food bank, which is in Queens, New York. Before I continue, I roll the clips.
Thousand migrants move into their neighborhood, and they've also noticed the migrants are also starting to take their stuff. Free food giveaways, especially during the holidays, have become a source of tension between longtime New Yorkers struggling to get by and newly arrived migrants who are using the system to survive.
They was first online for the turkeys this morning. If they tell you to be there at 11 o'clock, you get there like 10:30, 10:45, but they already out there. The line is from over there to over here.
People are frustrated with not having enough to eat, not having heat and hot water in their shelters or in their houses in NYCHA.
Food fight in one neighborhood in Queens between NYCHA tenants and newly arrived migrants.
Bob, tensions are growing with not enough food to go around.
Why do we have to take the butt of everything? Okay, this community here is already suffering.
The residents living in NYCHA's Queensbridge houses look forward to the mobile food pantries that show up weekly. But over the past year, they have witnessed 8,000 migrants move into their neighborhood, and they have also noticed the migrants are also starting to take their stuff.
They was first online for the turkeys this morning. If they tell you to be there at 11 o'clock, you get there like 10:30, 10:45, but they already out there. The line is from over there to over here.
Free food giveaways, especially during the holidays, have become a source of tension between longtime New Yorkers struggling to get by and newly arrived migrants who are using the system to survive. A month ago, one altercation got so heated between a resident and a migrant, someone ended up in the hospital.
We would never turn anyone away for a meal, but there simply just is not enough for both NYCHA residents and the migrant shelter residents.
Councilmember Julie Wan says she alerted the mayor to the growing tension in her community and was able to get $50,000 to increase the number of hot meals served inside NYCHA's. But she's concerned the mayor's new budget cuts will only put further stress on a community already living in scarcity.
People are going hungry right now. People are frustrated with not having enough to eat, not having heat and hot water in their shelters or in their houses in NYCHA. And people want to make sure that they just have their basic needs met, like any human would anywhere. And that's what's causing the tension.
And we're going to see what happens tomorrow. That's when the Reese family and Councilmember Wan are putting together a fall family feast equipped to serve 2,000 people. We're going to see how far the resources can stretch.
I will not buy whatever people of the food bank said. I definitely will not buy that. From what the resident Georgia Butler said about the food bank, the officials of that food bank must have arranged for the migrants to come at an earlier time. This must be the reason why the migrants arrive first. The food bank apparently gives food to all the migrants, if not all, then most, before turning their attention to the locals, the people who are rightfully in this country. Those so-called migrants are people who came in illegally. They are illegal immigrants. No matter what Joe Biden, the president of the country, did, those migrants are still illegal. They came in the wrong way. They are the ones getting the food from the food bank. The food bank gives them all that food, leaving the locals out. This is wrong and this is unfair. It is very bad that the citizens and the others rightfully in the country are not able to get any food from the food bank just because of those that are here illegally. They are treated that way just as they are treated in terms of other things like housing opportunities, job opportunities, and so on. They are clearly deprived of what they have the right to have. It's mostly blacks that are the victims, and it took a lot of blacks to elect Joe Biden, making Donald Trump a one-term president. This is unfortunately how they are paid for voting Biden in. I hope the locals and all the others affected the same way, and even those outside of those black areas have learned from this. I don't see why anyone affected would still vote Democrat. The New York City residents that voted for Eric Adams to be the mayor made that kind of mistake that the Chicago residents made, which was to vote for someone, a Democrat. It shouldn't even matter whether it's a black person or a white person. The Democrats are like that. They bring in people illegally, dump them in black areas, and deprive the locals of such areas of their resources. There were already a lot of homeless people. I mean, a lot of people legally in the country being homeless. Yet, those so-called migrants were brought in, causing overcrowding, which led to a lot of disturbance. And yet, the migrants are being given priorities. The locals definitely should not vote Democrat anymore. I suppose that next year they vote against Joe Biden. If Trump is somebody that doesn't care about the country, then fine. It is better to have somebody that doesn't care about the country as president than have one that would do bad things to the black community and homeless people by bringing in lots of migrants. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.